Hello, my internet friends. Welcome to a beautiful early summer day here in New Zealand. I'm back home here in Queenstown. It's gorgeous. It started out a little bit ropey outside today, a little rainy, but now it's sunny, about 19 degrees Celsius, about 68 Fahrenheit. There's Blueberry. Hey, Blueberry, how are you? You want to go open the new Phantom Pro? Phantom 4 Pro? Let's go do it. Let's go do it. Let's go right inside here. It's stacked up here on the table. It's waiting for me when I got back from my trip. Quite exciting. And then right on top there are my new wool shoes that I bought right before I left. So I'm excited. There it is, the Phantom 4 Pro. Oh, awesome. Very exciting. We'll do the shoes second, eh? I know you guys really want to see the DJI action here. All right. Let's get right into it. And I'll give you all my opinions, by the way. Here, I'll flip this thing around to say hello, by the way. Let me do that first. Hello. And so I'll give you all my hot opinions on what I think the best drone is right now, kind of the best bang for your buck, and just different uses for these different drones, because they do all have different kind of situational uses. I'll tell you real quick though, because I thought about this a lot, because I was really excited about the new Mavic. I think that sounds pretty awesome. And they announced the Inspire 2, which is incredible. And then the Phantom 4 Pro, which is also great. It's like they're cannibalizing themselves, which is kind of cool. If you think about it, that's kind of what Apple did back in the day when they were in their prime. By the way, Apple, you're almost dead to me. I'm thinking about switching to Windows. That'll be another show, though. But here, let me flip it around. Keep talking. Have I ever seen the Typhoon H? Yeah, I've seen that one too, actually. But to me, let me tell you that I think of the Mavic like a point and shoot. Okay, I think of the Phantom 4 Pro like a DSLR, and I think of the Inspire 2 like a RED camera, if there was a world in which each of those cameras could fly. So that's kind of how I break this stuff down. All right, let's unbox this thing. A true unboxing here. This is hard to do by myself. Okay, all right, there we go. One pretty cool thing. Blueberry, get up here. Come on. Yeah. One cool thing about the way they package these, good girl. About the way they package these things is they come in these styrofoam things that are also carrying cases, which is pretty cool. So you can pack it, take it with you, and carry it around. Hey, Michael Cross, what's going on? Sarah, Mimi, Herb, what's going on? Hey, Herb, yes, it was nice meeting you at Photokina. That was fun, wasn't it? It was a fun time. Now let me move it down to this side of the table. We have a little bit of room to spread out. A little room to spread out. Tina's about to leave to get the kids. Hello, Tina. How are you? Good. Happy to have me home?
Always.
See? She seemed genuine when she said that. Oh, look, I just opened it up. Look at that. All right, that's the end of the unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Pretty exciting stuff. No, actually, we're just getting going here. Just getting going. Yeah, so if you haven't seen one of these before, it's a really slick system. You can hold 3 batteries, the remote, propellers, cords, everything you need just in this tight little package, which is super awesome. Reagan's asking, when am I coming back to Texas? We might come back to the U.S. for 4 or 6 weeks. Mightn't we, Tina? It's possible. She's making a tea over there. She's not paying attention to me. So this is it. Nice and light. There's a few big differences between this and the Phantom 3, which I love the Phantom 3, by the way, but this is better. Probably the biggest thing is this camera is now a 1-inch sensor, so just as big as a Micro Four Thirds, more or less, and 20 megapixels. So that's why I kind of say this is sort of the equivalent of a flying DSLR, and I think of the Mavic also kind of as a compact camera. So I'm going to use both the Mavic and this one. The Mavic kind of just for those quick shots, and this one when I wanted to get some more serious photos and video in. All right. So you see these little sensors right in the front? They were in the Phantom 3, but now this one also has the sensors in the back, right? Business of the front, party in the back. I think that's the way the saying goes. That's the tagline for DJI. Most people don't know that. They also have side sensors over here. So 5 directional sensors, which is really smart. All kinds of new software as well. I can track you in all kinds of different ways. It does this cool kind of fly away, like you can point the camera at yourself, and it will just naturally fly away from you and up, so you get sort of this video selfie situation, which is kind of neato torpedo. Florian says the Sony RX100 sensor. I believe that's correct. Hey, Nelson from Fort Lauderdale. And by the way, if you guys are tuning in, let us know where you're watching from. That's always interesting to hear. Coming up is the very exciting unboxing of some shoes that are made out of wool. That's right. We have so much sheep here in New Zealand. We don't know what to do with all the sheep. There's a couple of our sheep way out there in the yard. So we just turn them into shoes. Like, hey, should we make a sweater? Should we have some leg of lamb? Or should we make a pair of shoes? Who knows what these Kiwis will think of next? Okay, what else is in the box here? Let me tilt this thing down. Hey, Tom from Glasgow, Gino from Chicago, Anthony from Albany. Now I'll tell you this. This is such a hot new thing. They sent us an early one, thank you DJI, that the controller, you might notice, is missing one of its major USPs, which is this thing's stuck. God, I got this thing tight. All right. Whoa, look at that. That's tighter than security at the Great Wall of China. This is like the old controller, but the real Phantom 4 Pro has a built-in LCD screen right here instead of this thing that holds your phone or your iPad or whatever. And to me, this is one of the most exciting. My 2 favorite things about this new one are the 1-inch 20 megapixel sensor. Awesome. That is quite professional. And the second thing is that the screen, which you don't see here, but if you buy one, it will actually come with it. They'll send me another one later. Because the screen is twice as bright as like the brightest iPhone or iPad or whatever, which is key. Because if you guys have ever tried to fly one of these things outside in the sun, you have to squint and you can barely see what's going on, right? They got this thing all wrapped up. Look at this, a little silken pouch. I feel like an elf with a silken pouch of a quiver of arrows. Here's one thing I've never understood. Maybe you can answer me this. Why do they wrap this thing with plastic right here? It's one of the hardest things to unwrap, extremely difficult. And I don't really see the purpose. It's not like you can like a lot of dust in there. Sometimes I think people just wrap things for the sake of wrapping them. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, so that'll be about 15 minutes per blade. So it'll take me about an hour, and then I'll have this thing up and running after I get all four things going. Oh, there is some other new stuff here, I think. Oh, this is the old one. I wonder if this is going to come with the new charging kit for the Mavic, because there's some new cool charging gizmos on that one. Yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. Look, that's a plug. What do you know? This is where extra batteries go. If you look in this area, you'll see there's no extra batteries. You might have noticed that right away. I did. But they've extended the flying time. I am super excited to get this thing up in the air. All right. So let me get this thing straight. Let's go out in the backyard. Let me give you my breakdown one more time. Okay. Let's go back here. Then we'll come back in and I'm happy to answer questions. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Let me know. Blueberry, you want to come outside? Come on, girl. Everyone likes Blueberry. They always press heart when you're on screen, Blueberry. Just finished doing my yoga in there. Got my yoga on. Yeah, there's 2 versions. There's one with a monitor and one without. I think you should definitely get the one with the monitor, Andy, for sure. Hey, Gino, what's going on? Good old Gino. You just bought one, didn't you, Gino? Yeah, they're pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. All right, Blueberry wants me to kick her the ball. Okay, let's do it. Ready? Watch how fast this dog is. Unbelievable. I like how she just leaps over the edge into the great unknown. Let me flip the camera around and I'll give you my breakdown. So I'm in the process of fixing up my review, because right now on the blog I have the review of the Phantom 3 Pro and the Inspire 1. But everything changes so fast with DJI, who can keep up with this stuff? My current prognosis is this. I am personally going to be using the Mavic about 30% of the time, and the Phantom 4 Pro about 70% of the time. I'm thinking the Mavic like as a point and shoot, like for quickie shots, right? Because you can launch it so quickly, you don't have to think about it. And it's so transportable, you can just throw it in your bag and take it with you anytime. I'm going to use the Phantom 4 Pro kind of like a DSLR, right? Like when I really want a high quality shot, because I think the 20 megapixel is it's really great for that. And it'll be great in low light. I'm really excited about trying it, some low light aerial stuff and low wind. And then I probably will not get the Inspire 2. It's just too overkill. It's almost ridiculous, you know. I think like if you're like a serious movie maker, cinematographer kind of guy, that would be great. There's a lot of improvements on it. One of the biggest improvements, okay, let's back up. Why would you even want the Inspire 2? Well, you can have two different people control it, right? One person flies it, and the other person can aim the camera in any direction, which lets you do some very interesting things in terms of cinematography. One of the drawbacks on the Inspire 1 is that the pilot could only see where the camera was aiming, and sometimes the camera was aiming in another direction, so it was very confusing. So now there's two cameras. There's a forward-facing camera, so the pilot can always know where they're facing, and the second camera, of course, that's recording all the super high-def stuff. And it goes incredibly fast. Tina's in there looking. She doesn't know the camera's aiming at me. It goes incredibly fast, which is cool. It goes up to like 16,000 feet, which seems like ridiculous, quite high. Yeah, it's a heck of a machine, but it's just really overkill for me. And it takes even longer to set up. To me, like ease of use and getting it up and running is very important, because I'm lazy. I'm a lazy guy, let's face it. Yeah, it does have a better camera, better lenses, all that kind of stuff, but to me, the DJI Pro 4 is more than good enough. I mean, come on, 20 megapixel raw photo, you're good to go. What else does a guy need, or a gal, for that matter? It's around. Yes, that's true, Gino. Hey, Chris Craker, CC in Nashville. All right, you know who Chris Craker's hanging out with right now? I probably can't say, can I? I shouldn't say who Chris Craker's hanging out with. You guys would be very jealous, though. I'll go ahead and say it. I don't think it's off the record. He's hanging out with Eric Clapton. I was just with Chris on a boat. He goes, hey, Trey, I'd love to hang out with you more, but I'm going to go hang out with Eric Clapton in Nashville. I was like, all right, that sounds much better. We get a blueberry? What's going on? Oh, good, he said I can. All right, let's go inside. What gimbal are you using for live video? Oh, I'll go show you. It's a good question, Dalton. I will answer that live. Let's go. We'll go look in the mirror, and I'll show you. All right, there it is, unboxed. It's basically like it looks exactly like the Phantom 3, except for all the extra sensors on the side and a slightly bigger camera. Same box, all that jazz. Let me show you what gimbal I'm using. Here, welcome to my bathroom. Welcome to the powder room. Okay, so what is this? This is the, let me back it up here. This is the Osmo, okay? But this is the other Osmo that attaches to the iPhone, okay? So it stays really steady. And when I hold down the trigger, I can aim it forward and pull it back, and it stays really steady as I move it around. Super stable. Look at that. So cool. And then you can't tell exactly, but I have a little like a nipply thing, and you can move it in whatever direction you want to, and the head will move around accordingly. All right. And if it ever gets kind of off center, you just double click this button, ba-bam, and it recenters itself. Look at that. How cool is that? How cool is that? All right, let's go unbox my wool shoes. So I bought these things right before I went out of town. It's from a New Zealand company called Allbirds. I heard about these from my friend Trent, who is about to head off to Antarctica. So he was over here, he's looking at my shoes, and he said, "Are those shoes made out of wool?" And I was like, "No, that's a weird question." And he goes, "You got to try these things called Allbirds." All right, there goes Tina, going to pick up the girls. Bye. Are you coming straight back with the girls, or do you have
take them to class?
Taking a class?
I'll be back.
Okay. All right, give them a hug for me.
It's very windy. Bye.
Very windy. Bye. You did great on camera. She hates being on camera. I like all these things with weird boxes. Isn't that cool? We are Allbirds. Look at that. People that take care with their packaging, it's really nice, isn't it? Look at this thing. Open it up, and a shoe to behold. And even better, this one comes with 2 shoes. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, these are really cool. They're quite stylish. They're incredibly light. And you can wear them like with or without socks. You can run in them. You get them wet and they dry almost instantly, just like a sheep, right? Just really comfy. I wish you could feel how soft they are, but really smooth. If you could imagine just me rubbing a sheep right now, that's basically your finger comes away, it feels a little bit like it's got some lanolin on it. Yeah, look at that. You're right. New Zealanders do love doing all kinds of stuff with sheep. You got that exactly right, Jeremy. The wool. So this is called the wool runner. You're supposed to run in them. The number 2 right there. Wear and care. No socks required. Machine wash. Air dry. Look at that. Cool packaging. I love it. So I'm quite excited about these new shoes. Quite excited indeed. All right, you guys. There goes Tina off to get the kids. She forgot something. What a surprise. What a surprise. Are you going to take Blueberry?
Let's go.
Blueberry loves to go pick up the kids. Their school is only about 5 minutes away. Watch it. She just jumps up in the car. She knows she's going to get the kids. Look at that. What a life to be a dog. What an easy life. Anyway, I'm super excited about this thing. Can't wait to get it going. I'll get it up in the air, get this thing charged up. I'm sure it's only going to take me 7 hours to update the firmware, which is one of my favorite things in the world. Updating firmware. You just can't get better than that. Get all these wrappers off, all this jazz, but I am excited. All right, there you go. Little Phantom 4 unboxing action. I'm now waiting for my friend to come over, Mike Daesh from Blunt Umbrellas. He's going to come over. We're going to hang out for a while. Oh, I got my collar caught in there. He makes these really cool umbrellas that are impossible to reverse. So he's going to come over and hang out for a while. Have a little umbrella talk. All right, let's flip this thing around and say goodbye to everybody. What type of dog is Blueberry? Blueberry is a Labradoodle. So half Labrador, half Poodle. Look at those sheep. What are they doing? There's a brown sheep followed by a white sheep. Oh, look, here he is right now. Hey, what's going on? Look at that. Speak of the Daesh. Hey, maybe he'll bring up one of his umbrellas. You can see it. You can see it. He said he was going to bring me one of their new umbrellas, so I'm excited. I'm very excited. They do, it's one of the coolest umbrella companies in the world. Good, how are you? Hey, it's okay. Are you okay being on Facebook Live? All right, absolutely, he said. Good. All right. Hey, you could give a live product demo. Right in the middle. This is the kind of day, the kind of windy day that's built for your umbrellas, isn't it?
This is a blunt sort of day, right?
A blunt sort of day.
That's right. We love these sorts of days.
You got it. All right, what is your name?
Mike Daesh from Blunt.
From Blunt. What's going on?
Well, hey,
Trey Ratcliff. I'm on the internet. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you. So I'm here to show you some umbrellas.
Let's see them.
And what's different about the umbrellas is we hate waste at Blunt. So all other umbrellas like are disposable. So weather like this, they would break. So people would then throw them in trash cans. So these don't break. They handle weather.
You're a heck of a salesman already.
Mate. And I've got a special one.
Whoa.
This is our Golf, but this is a good one to demo.
Right.
Because this is the biggest one we do.
Right.
And this one is designed for not only golf players but families and people who want to have shelter and be able to handle this. So I'll open this in this weather. What have we got? Maybe 20 knots, 30 knots?
Yeah, it's a windy day.
Yeah, so here we go.
Look at that.
And it handles it.
No
And
problem.
we're sheltered. So this one here actually is cameramen, photographers love it because you can tuck under here. This is a great thing. The way it works is you've got the edges.
Right.
These edges don't poke you in the eye, but they also give the strength of the umbrella. So as the wind hits it, right, you can it can handle anything that you throw at it.
Amazing.
So that's our big one.
And are these only available in New Zealand?
No, anywhere in the world.
What?
Anywhere in the world.
You're kidding.
And this one here I love. I just thought I'd quickly show you this. This is the kids one.
All right.
So this has the same technology as the big one.
Right.
It can handle anything. And this one here, and when that gets wet, it turns into a rainbow.
No way.
And there you go. You're out there.
Awesome.
So
all right.
from big to small, all in one go.
I love it. All right.
That's
hey, there
it
you
for
go.
blunt.
Little bonus there for you guys. All right, we'll sign out. We're going to go inside and have some coffee and hang out. Thanks for coming over, Mike. That was an incredible product demo. All right. Goodbye, everybody, and we'll see you next time. And finish.